What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I am going to be taking a look at the Miami Dolphins defense versus the Texans. We had finally won a game. It really sucks that we finally won a game and it's on a short week. I would have liked to do more than one film session. It just sucks because I don't even get the all-22s until Thursday, and that's exactly when we're playing. So, it is what it is, so I'm only really going to have time to do one. But I figured if I'm going to do it, I should probably look at the defense, and I am going to look at the defense as a whole because that's just something I feel like we got to do. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, and we are going to be looking at it from this view as well. All right, so. Right off the bat, we're starting to get some more misdirection going. We start off by showing Tyrod Taylor a single high safety look right before the snap. Brandon Jones is going to come over here, and Holland is going to come over here to make it a two deep safety look. Kind of shifting things around on him. That Baker. Look at Baker just, keeping his eyes in the backfield and not getting himself out of position. It's fantastic. Okay. Look at Roberts here. So he's gonna give it go to this tackle, but he's still keeping his eyes in the backfield. He got his hands inside, so he's able to disengage quickly. Let's take a look at Javon Holland here. Right here. So he sees that it's a run and quickly gets himself there. Okay. I'm mad at that. Yeah. Yeah, 83 really took Xavier Howard out of the play, so there's no one in the vicinity to really make this tackle. Okay. We got a two deep safety look. Nope. So we showed a two deep safety look, but Brandon Jones is actually going to come down. I'm guessing Javon Holland is going to move more toward the inside. He is indeed. So we're starting to move our safeties around a little more too. Okay. Didn't give him much room to run there. Appreciate that. Let's take a look here. That Van Ginkel? It is. So Van Ginkel is on a tight end here. He needs to be able to shed this guy faster and make that tackle, man. Single high. Man to man. Interesting. We get a pick similar to this later. So Tyrod Taylor's being pressured. He's going to throw it. Javon Holland almost gets there, but it's overthrown. Where is Javon Holland when that's thrown? Now he's already moving that direction. All right, we get our zero blitz going. That's just kind of the thing of it. If we don't actually get there, they're going to be able to get these underneath passes because of how much space we're giving them off the line. Yeah, this is the interception. So we'll look at Javon Holland in a moment. But first I want to look at Brandon Jones. Next to this whole defensive line is eating up all these blocks so Brandon Jones can just run free. And I can't tell who this is, but this edge rusher on this tight end is forcing the running back to step up and prepare to block him, just in case. So that allows Brandon Jones to just run straight free at the quarterback and affect his throw and decision. So now let's look at Holland. So at first... Oh, this is interesting. So at first, they make it look as though Javon Holland is following this tight end to cover him man-to-man. No. You sack of garbage. I hate Game Pass. So as I was saying, he looks like he's trailing this tight end to cover him man-to-man. But when right before the ball is snapped, he ends up picking up the tight end. And Javon Holland becomes the single high safety. Actually, no one covers him. I wonder if there was a check saying that he's a blocker. That's interesting. And because he was transitioning into being a single high safety, he was already running toward the middle of the field. And the only two receivers in this play are on this left side. Come on. Game Pass sucks ass, dude. So he's already moving that way. It's fantastic. The interception from Javon Holland is obviously great, but I think the pressure generated by the blitz package is even better. That caused the interception. By the way, a little side note. I hate our stadium. Colts too. I hate this little half roof shit. Because especially live, with the lighting, it makes it so difficult to see. Little side note there. All right, we got a 2 deep safety look. Now, it's actually going to be a cover 3. Byron is going to bail right before the snap, and Brandon Jones is going to come down, and Holland is going to be the single high. So we make it look more like a cover 2-ish, but it's actually a cover 3. And with Brandon Jones already moving forward, he's able to just keep going and sniff out this running back. But also, good job for him of dodging this blocker. Just moves right to the side to go make this tackle. It's fantastic. Okay, 2 deep safeties. It looks like it got batted. It did. Looks like Wilkins. No, Butler. Let's take a look. So he's against the center, gets his hands inside. Looks like a bit of a cloth pull. The center kind of lunged at him. Get his hands up, bat that down. Very nice. This is where I missed the old Game Pass, where it would show you both views in the same clip. Because for that, I'd rather look at the defensive line, but I don't feel like going all the way out. And it's stupid the way it works now. But whatever. Got a little bit of a zero blitz going. It's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Like, with everybody right there on the line, I mean, we're probably going to bail some people out and stuff like that. But if we don't get pass rush, it makes it pretty difficult because look how much room we're giving them, you know, for these underneath passes. I end up just getting a quick screen to the receiver, but the pressure forces Tyrod into a bad throw. Yeah, we just overloaded that left side. And it's a screen, so they're not... The tackle's got to find a way to get over here. Man. Get a sack here. Oh yeah, this is Nick Needham that gets it. So I was really loving the defensive back blitzes. Like they were really effective. The one from Brandon Jones earlier, the one we just did with Holland and Jones, and now Nick Needham. Yeah, it's fantastic. Shout out to our edge rusher eating up the right tackle and leaving Nick free. And Nick hits him pretty hard too. But also cleanly. Now, I understand that this is the Texans, but we got to take our blessings when we get them. Yeah, I'm going to need Byron or Baker to kind of see that a little bit faster. But, you know. All right, we got a single high safety look with Holland. Man-to-man coverage. So he ends up beating Byron there. But let's look at that a moment. So Brandon Jones is lining up over the tackle. But right before the snap, he's going to back up and go from C gap to B gap. And actually, that's not even where he's actually going to end up rushing. He's looking at this B gap right now. But he ends up going across to the other B gap. Interesting. He doesn't get there, but we're disguising our blitzes and stuff, and that's what I've been asking for. Like we were last year. Been nice to see. That looked like a hold. Okay. Good job setting the edge there. Leaving him nowhere to go. Alright, we got a single high, man-to-man coverage. Byron kind of got beat this game, didn't he? I know he's hurt, but you're getting really a good go at him there for press coverage. Luckily, the guy just kind of dropped it, but very minimal gain there. Leaves him nowhere to go once Brandon Jones fills that last gap. He's able to help make this tackle, but Sealer's the one that really gets it. Not mad at that. Interesting. That's very interesting. So, this is sort of a zero blitz. But last moment, we're actually going to bring Holland down. And just have these three deep. That's very interesting. Essentially, Nick, because this is zone, it's like a cover three. We're essentially using Nick as the single high safety. That's very interesting. Now, I'm not sure how much I want to use Nick as a single high because he is a little bit slow for that. But in disguises like that, I think it's cool. And with, cover three where you're not covering the whole field, I think it's fine. So once again, moving our safeties around. Right now, Brandon Jones is in the box. They're showing single high. But last moment, Holland is going to move over to the side. Brandon Jones is going to come over here to be a two deep safety look. And then there's Christian Wilkins being amazing. Got his hands inside, keeping his eyes in the backfield. able to disengage when he comes through the gap, get a hand on him. It's fantastic. Like I said, Christian Wilkins might not be making the flashy plays, but he's also very consistent in the run game. Even if he's not always making the tackle. Pass rush is where I would like him to get a little bit better. We get nothing here. We're only rushing 3. Yeah, these defensive back blitzes are very effective. Oh, that's cool. All right, so they move Brandon Jones back to be the single high safety, but it makes it look like it's a 2 deep safety, but it's not. I know that Tyrod is probably thinking that this is 2 deep safety, and Javon Holland is just kind of roaming in this general vicinity. He might drop back a little bit and go over here. But no, he's actually man-to-man with this receiver because Nick is going to blitz. And right before... No. And right before the snap, Nick is actually going to... Actually, right as it snapped, he's going to move and go ahead and blitz, and Holland is going to come down to cover this guy. Let's look at the D-line there. So we have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on the line of scrimmage. Let's see how many of them blitz, not counting Nick. 3. So that's Landon Roberts, Baker, and Van Ginkel are all going to drop back into coverage. And Nick is going to be the free blitzer. This is where we get pressure and bad throws and stuff like that, is the confusion. And we haven't really been doing that this year. We really started doing it again in the Bills game. Now, the Bills were too good, and they ended up overcoming it eventually. But the second Bills game or whatever, you know what I mean? So, right here, Jalen Phillips does a very good job of squeezing. Staying close to the tackle and making sure that Tyrod just doesn't have a free lane to run through. This is what forces Tyrod to pitch it, and then once he does, he goes and chases him and catches his ankle. So that play both shows Jalen Phillips' heads-up awareness and football IQ, and then also his athleticism. Single high. Makes pretty good coverage from Van Ginkel. Again, though, I do like that they don't always know where the rush is coming from. Because Van Ginkel is going to drop back into coverage, and our linebacker is going to come down. I still don't like Duke Riley. Bro, it is so glitchy. Alright, man, I guess we can't watch that play. Jesus Christ. two deep safety look. But it actually is a two deep safety look. All right, let's take a look. We do end up blitzing 5. Actually, no, it is just 4. No, 5. He's just already inside. Jesus. Yeah, Wilkins is just already crashing inside, so it looked like 4. We're actually going to blitz Xavier Howard, too. So, yeah, Christian Wilkins absolutely takes this guard's money. Just robs him. Defeats the left arm. Oh, man. And then just rushes through. This forces Tyrod Taylor to step up. Van Ginkel is going to be the one to get it. So let's take a look at Van Ginkel. He's on the tight end. Yeah, he should win this matchup then. So it looks like he's got both his hands. Actually, it looks like he's got the left hand on the shoulder. I think the right is on the hand. So he's able to disengage pretty quickly by defeating those hands. So when Tyrod steps up, he's able to go make that tackle. But who's the other one? Sealer? Alright, so let's take a look there. Got his hands inside. He's going to use his arms to push the tackle away, give himself some space. And he's just going to defeat that hand. Tyrod, being athletic, is able to avoid Sealer, but Van Ginkel mops it up. And let's take a look at Wilkins again, right at the end there. So Christian Wilkins never gave up on this play. He forced Tyrod Taylor to step up into the pocket, but he doesn't stop. The tackle, the guard does, but he still ends up coming over here to assist in this sack. Overall, just great job from the D-line. All right, Rowe is going to come down, and Holland will be the single high. Byron is going to bail last moment, so it's more like a cover 3. Rowe is already kind of... I do like that Eric Rowe and Javon Holland already, and even Duke Riley and Nick already all start moving toward the right. Because once Tyrod starts moving this way, you know he's probably either going to run or he's going to throw this way. He's not going to throw all the way across his body. And there's no receivers over here either. But single high. Yeah, Nick gets beat here. Yeah, crossing routes and slants are going to beat you with man coverage, especially because Nick wasn't pressed against him, so he couldn't use physicality. You do have to make that tackle, though. That's for damn sure. Ooh, Raekwon. Let's take a look. Raekwon's got the right hand inside. Looks like he's working the left to get that inside. Oh, yep. Bench presses this man to create space. Keeps his eyes in the backfield. Disengages when the running back comes. There you go. Alright, single high. Only rushing 3. Only rushing 3, but shit. Raekwon almost gets there. He's being doubled, but boy. Tyrod was less athletic, man. If that was Davis Mills, that might be a sack. Fantastic. So this time we don't drop anybody back. We're actually blitzing all these people. Actually, no, we're not. We're actually not. We're actually dropping back Sealer, Baker, and I can't tell. I think that's Eric Rowe. But we just absolutely overwhelmed them. Tyrod tries to get rid of the ball, but Ogba's able to get those big-ass arms up. Block that shit down. That's punt team. Okay, cool. Shouldn't there be a drive here? Weird. Game Pass sucks, dude. Oh, that's right. The fumble. Yeah. You right. Butler tries to get his hand up. Again, we just overwhelm them. And they don't even know what guys to block. But Nick has got to... Again, though, if you don't get there with the pass rush, it's very hard to beat these underneath routes because you're giving them so much space. Okay. Yeah, overwhelm that left side. Van Ginkel's going to be the free runner. And that forces Tyrod into a bad throw. Hopefully we can get a couple bad throws out of Lamar. Get a sack and an interception. Let's do that. All right. We got two deep safeties here. Got 4 rushing. Oof. How did Ogba get there? So they're running a bit of a stunt. So Phillips is going to be rushing this way, and Phillips is murdering them too, to be fair. Let's take a look at him first. So he just uses ball get off to squeeze right between the guard and tackle. This forces them to have to deal with him. So Ogba's just able to run free. He never even gets touched. That's bad offensive line play, to be honest. They both miss Phillips and have to try to attend to him, and they just let Ogba go. All right, let's take a look at this interception. Interesting. So Nick has blitzed multiple times, and Nick is just creeping over more and more, giving hints that he might rush. But no, he's in man. Oh, yeah, this was a stupid interception. This didn't even make any sense. Let's take a look at Phillips, though. Interesting lining Phillips up in the inside, too. He's just going to use this ball, get off, and burst to... Actually, he just bull rushes them. Okay. That's going to force Tyrod to scramble, and Tyrod makes an idiot decision. 1 second. Okay, my bad. Let's get into it. That's offense. I guess we could take a look at this one play. 10.5. Yeah, we end up rushing 4 and bailing 1 out. How does he? Butler gets double teamed. Phillips kind of works himself out of the play, and this gap just opens up. Okay. Shout out to Brandon Jones coming down to make the tackle. Yeah, Brandon Jones definitely does his best work in the box, for sure. I like him moving forward. All right. Got a single high safety. X is giving him quite a bit of space. He stops on that little curl route and able to get an easy first. He beat Byron and X. Good job, Landon Roberts. Landon Roberts is going to step up, keep his eyes in the backfield, and fill that gap when he goes to run through it. Doesn't work himself out of position or nothing, which is something him and Baker are prone to do. But he resisted the urge there, and I appreciate it. All right, got a single high, looking like a run. It is. Nice. So the D-line really fills up all these gaps, has nowhere to go, and then Byron goes and makes a nice tackle. Love it. Also, Christian Wilkins is pursuing him this entire play. How does he disengage? The guard is just terrible. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Good job from Jerome Baker there. Right here. See the running back going, and Tyrod's eyes are going right to there, but Baker's able to get there with his athleticism and stop that right in his tracks. Love it. All right, 0 blitz. So, the interception is better than the sack, but all right. So we got 2 people dropping back, but we have a bunch of people blitzing. We just overwhelm them with numbers, and Holland is going to get a free shot at Tyrod. Now, him pressuring him instead of sacking him does cause an interception, which is obviously better. But Holland, you do need to make this tackle though. But what ends up happening ends up being better, but Good job, Coleman. I've been very critical of him, but that's a good play there. And actually, let's go ahead and take another look at that. That way I can actually appreciate what Coleman did on that play. He's right here. So he's giving him a lot of space. At first, he thought he was going to go to the outside. He almost gets beat there, but he's able to recover, get himself in position. Very nice. Okay. So Van Ginkel has got his hands on him and keeping his eyes in the backfield in case it's a run, but once it's a pass, he comes off of him. Man. It's a weird looking play. It's gonna go high. Boy. Why was he that open? I appreciate the pressure, but okay, I see. So he's going to come in motion. We're in zone. Xavier Howard needs to see this guy, though. I mean, thank God Tyrod is incompetent. I can't make that throw. That's a touchdown. Xavier needs to see that. I understand that Xavier and Byron are hurt, but this wasn't their best performance. Now let's take a look at how the running back got that open. It makes sense. Everybody's blitzing and no one's there to cover him, so. Yep. Yeah. Byron needs to make that tackle, though. Or at least stop him until Landon can help. So we're in zone. Tyrod takes the big play instead of the easy underneath route that's wide open. And Byron's going to come in and smack that ball out. Love it. Okay. Start off with a sack. Phillips and Agba. Looking at Phillips first, got his hands inside. Gonna rip under the arm. They might be the ones that get the pressure, but there's a third guy. So Agba's right here. He's got the right hand inside, using the left hand to defeat the hand. Oh, yeah. Pull some cloth to get free. Let's take a look at Wilkins now. Right here. The right hand inside, left hand looks like it's about to do a swim move. It does indeed. Yeah. They all basically high five at the quarterback. Alright, got a single high. Nowhere to go for the run. Love it. Just gets swallowed up. At this point, we're just trying to prevent the first down. Just gonna rush 4. Yep. Ogba does get some pressure here too. Let's see how that happens. Just ball get off really. That guard is terrible. That right guard is terrible. That wasn't enough for the first. That's why I wanted to check. Okay. I couldn't remember. So yeah. Alright, so you are right here. I don't know how we let him slip. Eric Rowe needs to see that faster. Or Brandon Jones. Somebody needs to see that faster. Good job, Eric Rowe. Made up for it there. Kinda. He at least made a nice play. Alright, 2 deep safeties. Nowhere to go. Nice. Old D-line pretty much collapsed on him. Gotta love that. Single high. Man-to-man. Nick kind of just runs into this guy. That's ugly. I think it's a flag, though. No? Okay. Yeah, it's an ugly-ass play. 2 deep safeties. Yeah. Giving them all the space underneath you in the world. Yeah, that's how you attack us, though, is if we can't get there with the pass rush, these underneath routes are going to get there. And we've shown this year that we can't tackle, so. Especially in open space. Boy. Good job from the pass rush not letting him see that. But, man. Who's that? Brandon Jones, you need to see that faster, dude. If that's a more competent quarterback, that's a touchdown. Easily. Yeah, can't quite get there. Ain't that a late hit, to be fair, on us? Whatever. How the fuck? Because they can't... Since they can't protect Tyrod, they're only running routes with 3 receivers most of the time, but they're still able to get open. We're giving them so much space. And we're lucky we're playing the Texans, dude. Good job there. Swallow up the run. Not finishing. He's able to get the ball out to his man because of that. Good job. Good coverage from Jerome Baker. Good job getting pressure, just overwhelming the line. Raekwon really runs free. How does Agba get there? Beating the shit out of 67? Okay. I almost made a very insensitive comment, but I'm gonna avoid it. Oh man, let me keep that one to myself. Jesus. Alright, so we got a single high safety zone, so this is cover 3 then. Agba is able to kind of get his hands on him a little bit to slow him up. I need Baker to see this. And I need you to make that tackle. I can't be letting you have Brevin Jordan juke you at your cleats like that. He is athletic, but come on now. He is a fairly athletic tight end, but A video on Brevin Jordan before the draft if you want to check that out, by the way. Yeah, if we don't get pressure, it looks pretty ugly. Tyrod being terrible. Just falling over. I feel ya. Like, I know that technically counts as a sack, but he just fell. Alright, Holland, I need you to make a better tackle than that. Alright, bringing a 0 blitz, it seems. Got the hit. Who was that? Holland. Like I said, I love these defensive back blitzes. When we just overwhelm them and then just let them attack them from the outsides. I love that. Von Holland delivers a pretty big hit, too. Oh, been going. Okay. Just curious. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with the stadium, though. Like, when you get this lighting later in the game, man, it gets so difficult to look at. Like, I can't tell these numbers at all. So we don't get pass rush. Everything on the inside is wide open. Able to get these underneath routes. Like I said, these underneath routes are wide open to them. And that's what we've been seeing all year, is like, especially on the interior, people are able to just eat. I know this is a fumble. Good job getting that out by Eric Rowe. And then good job falling on it by Brandon Jones. Fantastic. See, our defense almost plays as if we have a good offense. Like an elite offense. Like, that's the type of defense we have. Because, like, with true elite defenses, you tend to try to stop people from moving at all. But our defense is more, like, opportunistic, where they're trying to get, like, pressure and sacks and turnovers and stuff like that. And that's great. I love that. But that's typically paired with a really good offense that can implement and take advantage of the opportunities given to you by the opportunistic defense. Just kind of interesting how we built that. All right. Just trying to prevent them from scoring here. Tyrod steps up into the pocket. I can't tell who that is, but I think that's Agba. I think that's a yeah. So he has his hands inside. Gonna create some leverage and disengage with him, and able to catch that ankle right before he throws. Force a bad throw. Tyrod's able to get rid of the ball. Jerome Baker makes a good tackle. Good. Man. This is terrible. There we go. I couldn't even get that last play to clear up enough to even see what was happening. Get that to receiver. You're going to pitch it. Try to do this hook and ladder bullshit. Yeah, end it right there. Cool. So, yeah. Definitely happy we got the win. Like I said, there ain't no sense in tanking because the Eagles have our pick. So it doesn't matter. We would just be giving the Eagles, fantastic draft capital. Doesn't really help us at all. So we may as well try to win as many games as we can, right? I mean, we're not really going to make a run of this thing, but, may as well try to at least get some moral victories, I guess. So, and we can't draft anyway, so that's the thing. So, yeah, the defense, I do love the sacks, the pressure, the fact that we're mixing up our blitzes and stuff, but we're still missing a lot of things in coverage. particularly from our safeties and linebackers. They're just not processing things fast enough, especially in the run game. And we're giving up so many easy passes, like, underneath, and they're able to get way more yak than they should because we can't tackle consistently. So, definitely have a lot of things to clean up. Tyrod Taylor being terrible and the Texans being terrible in general really helped us in this game. But, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.